This weekend's final order cutoff is super light when it actually comes to real speculation. I was only able to find one book with something in the guts. So that means really all we have is cover letter picks, second prints and beyond, and that's it. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and dive in to today's video. What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel, and it is time for another final order cutoff speculation and recommendations video. This is the video where I scour final order cutoff looking for any books that have something a little in the guts or maybe even on the covers, so that way you and me, we can try to make this hobby fund itself. But guys, that is not all. I also scour final order cutoff looking for all the best books to pick up to read. That's right, I'm looking for the best stories that we just can't miss. And that's really it. That is this video. So let's not waste any more time and let's go ahead and cover my 3 weekly speculation reminders. If you guys are seasoned speculators or you guys have seen this video series before, guys, there are timestamps down in the description below. Go ahead and skip ahead to final order cutoff cover letter picks. But if you guys are new to this video series or new to speculation, hear me out and listen to these 3 weekly speculation reminders. And the first one up is the most important, guys, and that is you guys have to do your own research. And one of the biggest reasons why is because I am human and I make mistakes. On last week's video, I had a book on there that wasn't even on final order cutoff, but using the websites that I used to make this video, it was listed as being on final order cutoff. So that is a huge reason why the first reminder is you guys have to do your own research. And what I suggest that you guys do every single week is go check out other comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. So that way you can gather the most information possible and make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, you guys are spending your own hard-earned money on these books. It's not my money, it's your money. And the second reminder that I have for you guys is that there are delays with comic books. So sometimes the book will show up multiple times on final order cutoff, and that is because its release date got moved for one reason or another. Now, my third and final reminder for you guys is that I record this video on Thursdays, and that is because my schedule only permits me to record this video on Thursday. But guys, DC Comics, Marvel Comics, and all the indie publishers have up until Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern to lock in what books are actually on this weekend's final order cutoff. So obviously I might miss something or something might change after I record this video. So I highly suggest that you guys follow these 2 places to get the most up-to-date information for this weekend's final order cutoff. And the first one up is the Comic Book Frontier. It is run by my good friend Al, and he will continue to update all the way through the weekend as more information is coming out about the books that are on this weekend's final order cutoff. And another great place to follow is coverprice.com. They put out their list over the weekend, and it is a nice comprehensive list of everything that they were able to find on this weekend's final order cutoff. So just remember, before you guys put your orders in for any book that you want to speculate on, make sure you're checking those 2 places, coverprice.com and the Comic Book Frontier. All right, guys, those are my 3 weekly speculation reminders, but we should probably cover what this weekend's final order cutoff order deadline dates are before we dive in to the actual speculation. Alright guys, if you're interested in picking up any of the books that I'm going to talk about in today's video, you guys need to get your pre-orders in by April 7th for your DC Scout and Vault books, and April 8th for your Marvel and all the other indie publishers. Alright guys, that is this weekend's final order cutoff order deadline dates. It is time to dive in to this weekend's final order cutoff cover letter picks. Alright guys, these are all the covers that I found on this weekend's final order cutoff that I think could do well on the secondary market, either right out of the gate or in the future. So let's go ahead and dive into these covers. And first up is Wolverine issue number 49. Now this is the black costume variant done by David Nakayama. And I just absolutely love this cover by David Nakayama. He is known for doing amazing, beautiful women on his covers, but this one right here, featuring Wolverine, is absolutely amazing. And I'm not sure what's up with these black costume covers, but there is a lot of them coming out on this weekend's final order cutoff. So keep an eye out for those if you guys are interested in these black costumes. Now guys, next up is Venom issue number 33. Now, this is a variant cover done by Juan Ferreira. It is awesome. It is really freaking cool. Now this is a Blood Hunt tie-in, so there's nothing really in the guts, but this is a super bloody Venom on the cover, and he just looks really freaking cool in my opinion. And I think Venom collectors could like this cover in the future, but I do wish there was something in the guts. Now guys, next up is X-Men Forever issue number 3 with the black costume variant done by In-Huk Lee. We got Phoenix, and she's in this amazing black costume. I don't know. I think it's a really cool cover, and In-Huk Lee is a very popular artist. He has a following, so I think this cover could do well in the future. I'm not sure right out of the gate because this is open order, but this is a really gorgeous cover. Now guys, next up is an exclusive, and I normally don't put exclusives on this list because normally exclusives do not sell well on the secondary market, but every once in a while there is a cover that I think could do well, and this one right here is really freaking good. Now this is Wolverine issue number 49, the Unknown Comics exclusive trade dress in Virgin, done by David Nakayama. We got Laura Kinney on the cover, and she looks amazing. I also love that it's not in his normal pose, which is like, I don't know, she's kind of like standing, and she's usually in like a sideways position. She's in sideways position, but she's kind of kneeling. I don't know. It's different. I really like it, and I can see this one doing well in the future. Now guys, next up is Spider-Gwen the Ghost Spider issue number 1 with the variant cover in the 1 in 100 Virgin ratio variant done by Jenny Frison. Now, I don't love this cover, and I've spoken about it with a bunch of my friends down in the Discord group. No one's in love with it, but it's Jenny Frison, it's Spider-Gwen, and it has a chance to do well on the secondary market. It is beautiful. It just, I don't know, I was expecting more out of this cover. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Now, next up is Spider-Gwen the Ghost Spider issue number 1 with the variant cover in the 1 in 50 Virgin ratio variant done by Pablo Villalobos. Again, I was expecting more out of Pablo Villalobos on this cover, or Lobos, I should say. It's nice, it is really nice, but it's not his normal fantastic, you gotta have it type of cover. And that one leg, I guess it's her right leg, looks like it's in a really weird position. I can't stop looking at that. It looks like it's bending almost the opposite way. It's really kind of weird. I do like it, like if you look above her hips and up, but other than that, it's not fantastic. But the 1 in 100 and the 1 in 50 are probably the ones you want to chase after. Now, there are 2 other covers that I like for speculation, and it is Giant Size X-Men issue number 1 with the 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Phil Noto, and it is because it's a gorgeous cover, but there's also something in the guts, which is fantastic. When you got a gorgeous cover and something in the guts, that's a really good combination right there. Now, the final cover is a really cool one. This is Horror and Fantasy Illustrated Plum Island. Didn't have a number on it, but this is a Zenescope book, and it has this gorgeous elf on the cover. It is really, really nice in my opinion. And guys, I think this book right here could do well in the future. How many people are going to be ordering a ton of copies of the Zenescope book? I don't think that many, so I think this book could be rare, and the artwork is really, really nice. Alright guys, those are the covers that I think could do well on the secondary market, either right out of the gate or in the future. So let's go ahead and move over to the next section, which is my second prints, facsimiles, and beyond. Alright guys, I only found one facsimile on this weekend's final order cutoff, and it is New Mutants issue number 98. Now there is a facsimile and a foil edition of this book. Now obviously this has the first appearance of Deadpool, the first appearance of Copycat impersonating Domino, and the first appearance of Gideon, a member of the Eternals. All within this book, but it is a facsimile, but this is a very popular book. People love having this in their collection, so if you can't afford a first print, this is the book for you to pick up if you want that first appearance of Deadpool. Now guys, next up is Edge of Spider-Verse issue number 2 with the second print variant done by Todd Knock. Now there is a first appearance in this book. I forgot the name of the spider. I'll put it down here or over here somewhere so that way you guys know. There is a second print 1 in 25 ratio variant for this cover done by Carrie Andrews. It's a pretty cool cover, but do we really need 1 in 25s of second prints? I really don't think we do, especially since this is not an original cover. It's from the first print. I have this cover just with the trade dress on it. Alright guys, next up is Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 3 with the second print variant done by Marco Cicchetto. I really like this cover. I think it's really cool. I'm gonna try to pick this up. I love that Spidey's flying through the city with his daughter on his back. It's super cool. Now guys, next up is Web of Spider-Man issue number 1 with the second print variant done by Ryan Brown. gorgeous Green Goblin cover. It is really freaking cool. And it's Ryan Brown. Ryan Brown artwork is so great, but do we really need a second print of this? I don't think so, Marvel. Why are you doing this? There's so many people that are just gonna pick this up because they pick up every second print. But yeah, I don't know. It's gorgeous artwork either way. Now guys, the last second print is X-Men 97 issue number 1 with the second print variant done by Marvel Animation. That's right, the company that did the animation actually provided the artwork for this cover. All right guys, that is it for my second prints and beyond. Let's go ahead and move over to the next section, which is the one book that I was able to find a little something in the guts that's coming out on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. Alright guys, after reading the synopsis for every single book coming out from Marvel Comics and DC Comics, even though there wasn't that many DC Comics, it's a huge annual week for DC Comics, but there was one Marvel book that did seem like it is going to have a new first appearance in the issue, and that is Giant Size X-Men issue number 1. Now the solicitation mentions a brand new villain. If it's brand new, that's got to be a first appearance, right? Has it out for mutant kind and aims to start by knocking Angel out of the sky. So we get a brand new villain in Giant Size X-Men issue number 1. Now again, there is that Phil Noto 1-25, which is really nice. You get the first appearance of some new villain, whoever that is. Hopefully it really is a new villain. Guys, make sure you guys are checking on the comic book Frontier in coverprice.com, so hopefully they will have more information on this first appearance. But guys, that's what it says. Brand new villain in this issue right here. All right, guys, that is it. That was the only book I was able to find on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff that had something a little in the guts. So let's go ahead and find out what my spec picks of the week are. All right, guys, I gotta tell you, this is a great week to save your money. Everything that I've shown on this video right now, I think is like, you know, educated guesses. It's me doing my best to take a look at stuff and really try to, like, you know, see into the future, because none of these are screaming, I'm gonna make a ton of money for you right out of the gate. But like I always say, if you have money like burning in your pocket, and if you don't spend it, it's gonna explode and burn you up, or it's just gonna disappear. Well, there are 2 comic books that I think could do well on the secondary market out of the gate. Possibly. These are not guaranteed by no means, so guys, make sure you guys are doing your own research. But if I had to buy a book this weekend, I would go after Spider-Gwen, The Ghost Spider, issue number 1 with the 1-in-100 Virgin variant done by Jenny Frison, or the 1-in-50 Virgin variant done by Pablos Villalobos. And it is because both of those people have followings. People love Jenny Frison, and people really enjoy Pablos Villalobos' artwork. So if I had to spend money, those would be the 2 covers to go after, and they will probably do the best right out of the gate. And long term, most likely not. They'll probably peak and then they'll start coming down after that, because these are not first appearances of this character. This is just, you know, the next run in her series. So yeah, if I had to spend money, those would be the 2 covers that I would go after. But otherwise, save your money. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move over to the next section, which is the new number 1 that I think you guys have to be checking out because the story just sounds so freaking good. All right, guys, I went through and read the synopsis for every single new number 1 coming out on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff, and there is one book that stuck out among the rest, and that is Mugshots issue number 1. And it's not even because the synopsis sounds really cool, it's because the artwork looked really freaking cool. So it's not so much the synopsis, even though the synopsis does sound really cool, but the artwork looks absolutely fantastic. So as I read the synopsis, I will show you the preview pages that I found, and you guys can make your own decision on why you like it or not. But before I read the synopsis, let me go ahead and at least let you know who the writer and artist is on this book. So their writer is Jordan Thomas. Now, I've never read anything by Jordan Thomas, but from the preview pages, this book does sound pretty cool. And the art is done by Chris Matthews. Now, the art is so cool, and we'll get to that in just a second. So let me go ahead and read the synopsis. Brighton, UK, 2008. The kidnapping of a young woman sets in motion a chain of events that will set con artists, gangsters, killers, and corrupt police on a collision course in this tale of family trauma, betrayal, murder, and revenge that threatens to bring the city's whole underground down. Now, that sounds pretty cool. I'll be honest, it sounds like it's going to be like a very action-oriented tale with mystery and drama and murder and all that stuff. But guys, check out the artwork. I love the fact that it's like black and white with just a single color, and then you change to a different character scene and you get that character's color. So I think we're just gonna have like multiple single colors following the story of each individual character, which I could be wrong because I only read the few pages that was there, but it looks so freaking amazing. The artwork is fantastic, the colors are great, and I just think this sounds really cool. I'm gonna give Mugshots issue number 1 a try, and hopefully the story holds up because that artwork is absolutely fantastic. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below about Mugshots issue number 1, and if you'll be giving this book a shot or not. Alright guys, let's go ahead and move over to the one single cover that I was able to find on next week's New Comic Day that I think could do well on the secondary market. Alright guys, I went through every single cover that's coming out on next week's New Comic Book Day, and this seriously only one cover that I found that I think could do well on the secondary market. And that is Edge of Spider-Verse issue number 3 with the 1 in 10 design variant done by Pete Woods. Now this has the first appearance of Star Spider, and that is who we have on this cover. And it is a really freaking cool design variant. We get awesome depictions of her in her costume, out of her costume, and she also has like, I guess, like techie spider stuff, and it is really freaking cool. And a lot of these first appearance Spider Cut books do well on the secondary market, and I think people will probably gravitate towards this one instead of the cover A. The cover A is fine, but this design variant is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. And that was it. That was all I was able to find on next week's New Comic Day, which is the 10th of April of 2024. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up. All right, guys, we are at the end of another Final Order Cutoff Speculation and Recommendations video. And if you watched from the beginning and watched me repeat the same stuff all the way up until cover level picks and then watch till the end, so you watch the full video, I gotta tell you guys, thank you guys so much, and you guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Now, if you did skip right ahead to Final Order Cutoffs cover level picks, I totally understand. I wouldn't want to listen to myself say the same thing over and over again. But if you did, you're legends. True legends, you really are. Now, if you watched that video and you guys enjoy comic book content, but you're not subscribed, I just gotta say, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Now, before I sign off, there is not gonna be a third video this week. I just did not have time for it. And this video, it might actually be dropping on Friday instead of Thursday because my day is super crazy. I'm shooting this during my lunchtime. But guys, I'm human. I make mistakes. And a few people have been pointing out the mistakes I've been making along the way in these Final Order Cutoff videos. And I just gotta say, thank you guys so much. Al, my friend Al has pointed out a few things. Matthew, you pointed out that the actual Final Order Cutoff deadline is Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much. I'm learning along my journey of comic books with you guys, and it's just awesome. Thank you guys so much for being such an awesome community. And guys, if you haven't joined the Discord, guys, the link is down in the description below. So many cool people on there talking comic books every single day. Even though some days are quieter than others and some days are more busy, but you know what? It's a Discord about comic books. If that sounds interesting to you, you guys should be joining it. But guys, that's it for me this week. I'll catch you guys next Tuesday with the Wednesday poll list. Have yourself a great weekend and a great Final Order Cutoff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.